to welcome to a scenario where Venezuela, the most bullied nation in South America, even by me, forms an empire. So Venezuela will be colored in red so that you guys can keep track of the nation, and it will be buffed and strengthened, and everything bad will be taken out. So the first country that Venezuela will be attacking, its number one enemy, Guyana, which is one of the countries that I do a lot when I'm doing an empire video to help destroy Venezuela. So this is revenge, as Venezuela will start moving troops into Venezuela, into Guyana, as they end up fully winning against Guyana. So let's look at this peace treaty. So this is the peace treaty. Guyana will be fully annexed into Venezuela. So the next nation that Venezuela will go for is Suriname, as we see Venezuela start moving troops into Suriname, as they will fully occupy Suriname. So let's look at this peace treaty. They'll make Suriname into a puppet state of Venezuela and take the eastern parts. So now Venezuela's next target is Colombia, as they will decide to declare war on the country of Colombia. So let's look at these Venezuelan troops. So Venezuela will start entering Colombia, as this is the nation also in my videos that I make invade Venezuela, so they are getting revenge, as they will capture that whole eastern area and end up reaching the southern area of Colombia, as Venezuela will make a large push to enter this area, as they cut the Colombians into and start and even reach Panama's border, and even start invading the southern part first. But we're going to see some Colombian pushback, because Colombia is a strong nation, as they'll fully capture back this area, and they will gain back the Panama border. But this whole area will end up fully surrendering to the Venezuelans. Now that the Venezuelans no longer are focusing troops here, will start moving troops here, as they capture this area once again. And now Colombia is collapsing, as Colombia fully gets occupied. So let's look at this peace treaty. As this is the area that Venezuela will gain, as they make the eastern area of Colombia a puppet state, as they are going to try to bring countries to help them defeat Brazil, as the first country is Chile. As if you don't know, Chile has got a very authoritarian leader recently. So Chile will join the cause, and Peru will join the cause, and these other nations will stay neutral. Argentina is greatly allied to the US, so they wouldn't help Venezuela even. So we're going to see Venezuela and their allies fully declare war on the country of Brazil, which is a very big nation, as I'll be putting their capital. Oh, what did I do? Oh, okay, so I accidentally, as I will be putting the Brazilian capital, which is here in Brasilia. So we're going to first see the Venezuelan troops start entering into their long border with, as their puppet state will also join the cause, because it's their puppet state, as the Peruvians also start moving from the eastern area, as they split this area from Brazil, as Brazil is the second strongest country in the Americas, so they will really push back, as they manage to push back far enough to gain this eastern area. But we're going to see for some reason troops will enter from the eastern area of Brazil, and this will really confuse, as we see a large amount of troops, as these so the country that will enter this war is the country of Portugal, as they are really thinking of their old colonial empire, and they will start invading into this nation, as the Brazilians still don't know whose troops are these, as the Venezuelans also don't know which troops are these. These troops just started entering, as this is all Amazon rainforest, I think. So Brazil can't fight a two-front war, as Brazil will really try to start pushback, but the pushback is very minimum, as Venezuela and its allies, except for Portugal, will go to Brazil and be like, if you give up, if you surrender, we will not damage you as much. And that's what Brazil is gonna do, as they surrender to these troops also, and these troops go to their Portuguese overlord king leader and tell them that Brazil has surrendered, as now Brazil will be told by the rest of by the Portuguese that it was them that did that. So let's look at this peace treaty. So this is the peace treaty. Brazil doesn't lose that much, as we see Peru who gain these areas and become very big, with their inner areas growing, as Venezuela will gain these areas, and the Venezuelan puppet state will gain these areas. Let me draw them, as another nation as Portugal gained this eastern area, so Brazil wasn't damaged that much. So that will be the end of this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It would really help. And goodbye.